Guys, so with things not exactly going the way you want it to this season, it looks as though the Raiders might be in line for another head coach in as many seasons, or the second head coach in as many seasons. You guys get my point. So, So we all thought that Pete Carroll coming in would, help out the defense. He's worked with quarterbacks before. He had a lot of experience there with Geno Smith, and yeah, that didn't work for a lot of different reasons. But nonetheless, the Raiders have themselves a lot of different candidates that they could be looking to go get here. And the NFL went out and released a top list of, I think there's like 30 candidates here, 24, excuse me. So this was written by Tom Pelissero. NFL Insider. This was a couple of weeks ago, but still a fantastic article by Mr. Pelissero. So we'll jump right into it. There's a lot going on here. So Joe Brady, obviously, with what he's been doing with Josh Allen, definitely deserves to be in the conversation, or at least deserves an interview. Also, Patriots passing game coordinator, tight end coach Thomas Brown. I'm surprised that obviously you guys know the OC is McDaniels of the Patriots. So Pelissero, good job there. Kind of weeding that one out. Jaguars defensive coordinator Anthony Campanile. Oh boy. Anyway, But the Jim Bob Cooter, to me, first of all, fantastic name. Secondly, I really think that with what he's done with a guy like Jones is fantastic. I think that, obviously he worked with, Matt Stafford as well, and he's had spent some time with the Lions too. But with what he's done with Jones, he deserves a lot of credit. Bears IOC, okay, fine. Ejiro Evero, we covered him a little bit ago. He would not be a bad choice here. Notre Dame head coach Marcus Freeman would definitely be something to watch out for there. Bucks OC Josh Grizzard. Now, Grizzard would be interesting because obviously you saw him with Daniel Jones at Duke, like it mentions here. You also saw last year where there was a lot of different success with the Bucks over the last couple of years, and obviously Grizzard has helped out with that this year. But it would be interesting because Liam Cohen obviously went to the Bucks last year, or this year, excuse me. So that would be ultimately something really, really interesting. Also, Klint Kubiak has been thrown around a couple of times. I don't love that one or hate it. I'm kind of indifferent. He spent some time with the Vikings, and I can tell he's a Vikings fan. He wasn't horrible, but definitely want to see a little bit more there. Mike LaFleur, the younger brother of Matt LaFleur, the Packers head coach, excuse me, he would be interesting because the Rams are rolling right now, and as it mentions here, yeah, pretty much anytime there's a hiring cycle for head coaches, anybody from the Sean McVay tree is going to get an interview. Let's just be honest there. Chargers DC Jesse Minter. Nope. Eagles OC Kevin Patullo. Maybe. Drew Petzing has been in a lot of conversations, so that would make a little bit of sense. Dan Pitcher would be kind of fun. I think that, obviously his time as a quarterback, you want a quarterback whisperer with what he's done with Joe Burrow. It would make some sense, and I don't think it would be a bad thing to bring in a guy that, has some experience coaching top-end quarterback play. Zac Robinson, what the Falcons have done offensively would be somewhat interesting as well. And obviously the Falcons have taken a big step. They know what it's like to establish the running game. I would like to see a little bit more, from the quarterback position, but it is what it is. Also, Kelvin Shepard, who has experience playing in the NFL, took over this last year, obviously, for Ben Johnson, and the Lions are still absolutely studs. It's one thing to have the talent, it's another thing to know how to use it, and Shepard's done a really good job with that with the Lions. Obviously, as you've got Frank Smith, the Dolphins OC. You've also got Stenovich as well as Ventrone, and the Broncos. Honestly, I wouldn't hate this one. You got Davis Webb, who spent some time with the Giants, former third-round pick, and it's what he's done with Bo Nix. I definitely think it deserves a lot of credit there. So sorry about my dog scratching on the carpet in the background, but overall, there's a lot of different head coaching candidates, and I think it's going to be a really interesting cycle, and we're going to have to really see who gets an opportunity there. But overall, let us know what you guys think. Who should be the Raiders' next head coach? And yes, it will be the end of the Pete Carroll era, which is what it is. But make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe down below, and we'll see you on the next video.